So welcome to today's Greater Life CoffeeCast, and with today being the pillar of home, I share perhaps an embarrassing story, but one that I hope will be instructive and encouraging, nay, maybe even inspiring. So if you've checked out any of the previous CoffeeCast episodes, and particularly the ones on the topic of home, the pillar of home, then you will know that I've been on something of a journey of transforming how I maintain my house. And it is very much still a work in progress, and I've been supported in it by my current girlfriend. And she is someone who had ADHD or has ADHD, and because of her circumstances, had to learn to master it and to cope with it and to turn it into, I guess, what you might call, what Malcolm Gladwell calls an advantageous disadvantage. So she had to find a way to maintain her home in a way that was absolutely locked down and squared away. And for me, through my circumstances, I never had to learn those capacities. And when I did have to learn them, I never had a way of actually beginning to understand about the process of even how to think about the process of keeping a house clean and tidy. And this may astonish you, for sure. But it's really given me a level of compassion to recognize that, we are all on our journeys and we all have capacities we may be incredible at and areas where we have a huge opportunity for growth. And that is very much the case for me with maintaining my house and turning my house into a home. And so the invitation for this CoffeeCast is to consider that it is never too late to make a house a home. And my example here is that just this morning, actually. Now, I must have used it in the past, but this is the first time I really was aware of what used to be called Jif cream cleaner here in the UK, but I think now has been kind of universalized with the globalized brand name of Cif, right? Cif cream cleaner. And I guess my childhood memories of Cif cream cleaner are seeing it on the trolley of the dinner ladies and cleaning ladies as they would go around the school and, clean. And then using it today, like I say, I'm sure I've used it in the past, but today I was pertinently aware of, I was like, wow, this is really effective. It's kind of like, it's almost like an exfoliator in this case, I was cleaning the bath. I was like, look at that, really, really gets rid of that kind of grime stain and it really cleans it up well. And so, here at age 41, I have a fresh appreciation for the power of Cif cream cleaner. Now, as someone who actually isn't a giant fan of, super toxic chemicals, it's not something I'll be using super regularly. However, what it did teach me was that it is never too late to make a house a home. And you may have seen our article, I think it was last week, on health, where we shared the profile of our community member Tina, who in her 60s climbed Kilimanjaro twice, despite, only years previously having a number of chronic health conditions and being significantly overweight. She decided it was not too late for her to do something great. And whether what I'm sharing today about my first experiences of making a house a home with Cif liquid cleaner, and there are other brands of cream cleaner, by the way. I just happen to be using Cif and have an appreciation for it afterwards. The principle, of course, is that it isn't too late. And so the question I have for you is, how could this perhaps apply also to your relationship if you are in one? I.e., you may be thinking, this is done, it's not looking good, we're just not the same people anymore. I would say it's never too late to have a marriage or a partnership that's absolutely on fire. And equally, if you're not in a relationship, to consider that the great love of your life could still be about to walk into it. And if that were the case, if you knew that was the case, how might you show up tomorrow in order to catch their eye? In order to, I guess, connect with them as you would want them to connect with you? How would you show up tomorrow if you knew that that person was about to walk into your life? But perhaps you didn't know who it was, but you just knew that today was going to be the day. How might you show up? And I guess that question, of course, then flows across into the pillar of hustle as well. Like, if you knew that you were going to meet a dream client tomorrow, you just didn't know who they were. Or perhaps that you were going to meet someone who would refer you to an absolute dream client, customer. How might you show up tomorrow? And my invitation is to consider that how you show up for yourself today, and indeed for your home today, how you care for your space, both your physical bodily space and your physical home space, are going to directly ripple out into how you are able to show up tomorrow for your beloved, for your dream client. Okay? Because it is never too late to make a house a home. It is never too late to do something great. It is never too late to build a greater life. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.